Well, I discovered the oud. It was just by chance because I was 13 years old. I was learning piano in Saint-Maur-des-Fossés, a small conservatoire near Paris. And Jeanne Loriot, which is Olivier Messiaen's sister-in-law, she opened a class of on Martenot, and I was young and I wanted to know what's this new instrument, so I discovered it like this, and it was a great shock because of the sound, because of the pieces we play, the pieces of our time. Of course, I loved it very much, all the classical music with piano, but I thought it was fantastic to play pieces of composers alive. So I kept on learning with her, and then in Conservatoire de Paris. Um, There are more than 1,200 pieces written, especially for the instrument. And from the beginning, we have many composers. And in France, we have André Jolivet, who wrote a fantastic concerto, and also different pieces of onde piano, quartet, and also Edgar Varèse wrote a piece which is called Equatorial. So Jachenko Chelsea, his piece is called Waxuktum. Also, Vichnegradski and younger composer like Muraille wrote Courant de l'Espace with on Martenot solo. We have several concertos, and so many pieces of chamber music and also movie music. It is used also in pop music. So we have many pieces with on Martenot. I think with Messiaen's music, I think it's a great chance for us because this composer, I think he will still be played from, I think, all the time, because with Turangalila and all these pieces with on Martenot, we have some job to do, but also. Yes, with the other pieces, we would like to have always more because our repertoire is very young. I have several students. I have actually two in the main part. It's their main part of their study on Martenot, and I have also 8 students who discovers the instrument for 2 years, and then they are in the Conservatoire de Paris in another specialty. Sometimes are pianists, violinists, singers, and they can discover the instrument. I think it's hard to be to be able to live with your instrument, but I think it's for any musician is the case. And also the instrument is not part of the orchestra, so you have to be very entreprenant. This instrument is one of the first uh, who uses the electricity, and so we have a certain power to play, and also it's a very sensible instrument, and it gives. You will hear it in Turangalila. It gives. I don't know how you say in English. Du liant. It makes things go together more smoothly, and because we can sustain the sound, and we can modulate on that sound, so we can sustain all the phrases, most of the very power parts of Turangalila we can hear very well on the top, the on Martenot, and it makes things go together better. When he wrote for Dion Martenot for Turangalila, um, he had already written, I think, Petite Liturgie, and also his sextet, La Fête des Belles Eaux. So he knew quite well the instrument, but not all the timbres and not all the I would say the technique of the instrument. So when you compare the way he wrote for Turangalila for Onde and the way he wrote for Saint François d'Assise for the Onde, you can find his evolution, and he like very much all the timbres with that metallic loudspeaker, and also in Saint François d'Assise we have much more like birds, very quick birds, very comment on dit, I can't find the name, and so it's much more complete with the way he wrote in his Saint François d'Assise. In Turangalila, it was, I think, his beginning, and I think he heard the instrument very much like a voice of the heaven. It's like yes, I don't know how to say it in another way, and he uses with all the family of the instrument of the orchestra, sometimes with the percussionist and we play very percussive, sometimes with the violin we play very on the top of the violin, and sometimes it's special effects with glissandis and some round sound in the very low part of the instrument, or in the very high part of the instrument. You can listen very how you say 40 and very phrase on the top of the orchestra, and sometimes it's used like a chamber music instrument, sometimes like orchestra instruments with the orchestra, and sometimes like a soloist instrument.